Yo, what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Man, sometimes I don't like doing these videos that involve me because, whatever. I'm not the most braggadocious type of person, but when it gets into, I think, a relevancy towards the dog community, then I feel better about it. And I say all that to say this. That there was some people, who had asked me, about why now that people talk about, the relevancy of the dogs that were there before and this and that and the other. And I'm going to tell y'all, to not drag it on so much and y'all excuse the noise in the background. But the main thing is just this. You have people, in this community who, and I've went over this with y'all before. The window is acting like it don't want to roll up. But I went over this with y'all before that we have to be delusional in this community in order for y'all to brag about the dogs that y'all like. And I don't care who says it. Y'all can talk about triple OG this and this person and that person. Man, fuck them too. Because at the end of the day, if they really cared about the dogs, they would be preaching and promoting the things that's about the dogs. I don't want to hear about who has $1 million stud for this, who sold $1 million for this, that, and the other. All you really telling me is that you were smart enough to trick somebody out of $1 million, or you were smart enough to trick somebody out of $30,000 for a puppy, or whatever the case may be. Because if we go into quality, it's undeniable, So if you talk about a dog like Mr. Beans, and they always, Mr. Beans was $1 million dog. That's who they brought into. Now you tell me, he is $1 million dog if somebody was willing to pay for him. Didn't nobody pay that, by the way, but that was a lie. But the thing of it is that I'm gonna explain this. You had a dog that didn't have great conformation, truly didn't fit the breed standard. Couldn't walk around the ring without having ice packs and cooling capes put on the dog. A video where Mr. Beans was literally bit in the face, nipped at in the face as another dog blew down on him, and he sat there frightened in terror and didn't even budge. I could go on. We already know about the steroid crisis, but then on top of that, y'all tell me, what is the great stud? What is the great females? What is the great legacy? What kennels is breeding Mr. Bean's blood? I'll wait. That's what I tell y'all. Y'all fall so much for hype. It's just like the people who, as I've made this reference before, but people who go and buy a t-shirt for $250 because somebody slapped their name on it. It's just a fucking $5 t-shirt with a name on it, but somebody told you it was worth something, so you do that. You gonna spend $1 million on a dog that won't even defend itself. A dog that can't even walk around the ring. A dog that ain't produced. A dog with a high rear. A dog that, I could go on and on and on. I don't want to just beat poor little Beans up because he's off the scene anyway. But this is just facts. This is actual facts that this dog ain't shit. But y'all gonna tell me about $1 million stud. And then some of y'all, and I guess it comes because people talk about hating this and hating that, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody got no reason to hate. People tell the truth about the fact that y'all pushing, hype. You're not really pushing dogs. That's why the quality of dogs in our community is so low, is because there's a total refusal to push good dogs. It's one of those things that where we're pushing the hype, the dream of a good dog, but we're not pushing anything good anymore. You have a dog like Mufasa, R.I.P. Mufasa. You had a dog like the Bear. These were great examples of dogs that should have represented the American bully, and because of the higher ups and their corruption, pretty much those dogs were treated like shit while they were around, as relevant to what they were. You know what I mean? And sort of pushed to the back when these was truly the nicer dogs, the nicer conformation, the better health. It's sad, it's typically all hype, I don't feel like that I'm hating by bringing up these things, because like I've told y'all, and many of y'all who have, you know, I'm getting back into a swing of things. I know some people still haven't talked to me, but I'm getting back. I'm working my way back into talking to everybody. But the one thing I can say is, those who talk to me, if somebody say I need help, you know, I try to help them. You know, I really try to help them. You know, I'm all about the dogs. That's it. I want to see healthy dogs. I want to see this breed come back to where it needs to be. It ain't never about how much you sold a dog for. I've never tried to price my dogs at the highest price. I've always tried to show love, sometimes to a flaw. But, you know, when you start talking about, you know, those things, that doesn't, you know, I guess that was really the real question as to why I don't try to sell my dogs for super high prices, and why didn't I jump on that train, is because as I've told y'all in the video where I talk about passion and different things of that matter, is that to me, this is actually, you know what I mean, the same, you know what I'm saying, it's passion. It's not, their world to me is so insane that you could feel comfortable with, you know, doing what they do. But at the same time, their leader, you know, is a cat who go right in front of the film and say, if it wasn't no money in dogs, I wouldn't even own a fucking dog. You know, we're not the same. I'm a true dog man, you know what I mean? My kids sleep with the dogs, you know? We got dogs everywhere. I'm still picking up dogs. I'm still refining my program. I still actually love doing what I'm doing. And it's funny now that you know, with all my troubles and everything I went through, getting back to the dogs was probably the best thing that it was for me, because it's like therapy. But I can't speak to these people who don't understand that language. You know, I feel bad when I see a dog that can't breathe. It irritates me to see a dog that has bad conformation. So, you know, if y'all talk about, you know, if you're talking about value, you know, everybody has their different version of value. But at the end of the day, I don't see anything that that for a true dog man would say that you having a dog that won't defend itself, that, you know, can't breathe. Come on, man, you have to turn that down. You know, that won't defend itself, that's basically dying in the ring and needing ice packs and all this carrying on and rolling over on his back and scared and all this shit. If that's your version of $1 million dog, then what the fuck is the dogs that can actually walk and will defend themselves and can breathe and can move on their own? What are they worth? You know, I've predicted this almost 10 years ago, but I said this breed was going to go into a separation mode, and that's sort of where it's at. You know, it's sort of where it's at, where you have real breeders like us that have a certain MO about dogs, and then you have these clowns. And yes, I say clowns freely, and if they get mad, fuck them. They just like they dogs. They can't even defend themselves half the time anyway. So it ain't nothing to worry about offending these people. The dogs are terrible, you know. This is the logic that we have. You want to talk about Rocco? I'm gonna tell y'all about Rocco. The truth is, yes, big impressive dog. We know it's a mixed dog. His grandma is a fucking exotic. So you take that into the effect. You want to slap a title on a dog that has a high rear, that hangs his head and has to be drug around the ring, that has, you know, other issues besides the high rear, including a kink tail. But this is y'all champion. This is $1 million dog. Mr. Beans literally getting iced down. This is y'all champion. This is the dog y'all talk about. A lot of these other dogs that y'all pump up, sway backs, high rears, bad feet, can't move, and they're scared as fuck all the time. You know what I mean? These dogs don't even bark. You don't even get that little bit of life out of them no more, where you think that this dog might hurt something. You know, and I'm not saying that every dog should hurt something, but I'm just telling you, if it's an American bully, it should be damn well able to defend itself. You know, don't talk to me about no $1 million dog. Talk to me about quality. Talk to me about your ability as a breeder to put something down that, you know what I mean, that transcends time, and not just, oh, I got you right now and then it's over. Because like I told y'all find me the great Mr. Beans kids out here. I'll wait. Y'all find me some of these other dogs that y'all talked about, and y'all tell me the big legacy that they had and the great dogs that they produced and all that shit. I'll wait. the legacy that a lot of these dogs have produced over the years have been nothing more than more shit show dogs that die early, that have all these problems and all this other shit. So at the end of the day, y'all can keep on going and keep on going, but we talking about quality. If you talk about I ain't even got to defend my dogs. And for all you dumb fucks that keep on saying, let me see your dogs, and you just talking, let me see it, go to Hall of Fame Bullies. I think it's like 60,000 dogs on that page. Not 60,000 dogs, 60,000 posts, a whole lot of my dogs. True American Bully, Instagram. Hall of Fame Bullies is on Facebook. I'll show y'all and I'll prove y'all. I don't even have to prove y'all. Look at the pedigrees of the dog y'all glorify. That's my shit. So I'm not going to keep on doing that. But one thing I've never had to do, I ain't never had to pick my dog up and carry him when nobody's about to fight. And I'll take any of my dogs and stack them and we can do whatever. And my dogs have excellent conformation. And those that don't are somebody's pets. Because I'm a true dog man. I don't have no hype. I don't need no hype. But y'all keep on hyping shit up, man, and y'all do y'all, man. That's how I feel. Just a quick take. Till next time, much love, peace.